Hello, everyone, and welcome, perhaps welcome back to this episode of the Lifelong Learning Center podcast, 20 Years, 20 Voices, Stories from the Lifelong Learning Center. My name is Antonio. I'm the Adult Learners Officer and Project Manager here at the LLC, and today I am joined by my excellent colleague, Simon Stephan. Hi, Simon. How are you today?
Hi, Antonio. I'm great, thank you. Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Simon. I'm excited for this chat. Shall we begin with our first question, Simon?
Yes, please.
Could you please then introduce yourself? I know I've already said your name, but perhaps a little bit about your role at the LLC, how long you've been at the LLC, and what you do at the Lifelong Learning Center, University of Leeds, please.
Yeah, so I'm Simon Stephan. I work on the welcome desk at the Lifelong Learning Centre. So I'm the centre administrative assistant, but really I'm like the first point of contact along with my two other colleagues for any queries that are coming in to the LLC. And we cover a lot at the LLC. We've got we do our own outreach. We teach, loads of students. We provide services for mature students across the University of Leeds. So every day is different. Every query is different. So I've been doing it since June 2022. So I started, it was the day before my birthday. It was a strike week. So we were like on a skeleton crew when I started. But yes, it's been a few years.
Oh, amazing! And a few years. And it's great to have you in the team, Simon. You are an amazing colleague and always so welcoming to staff and customers and our students at the LLC.
Yeah.
And, it's amazing to have a welcome desk and sort of team there. So thank you. And the rest of the team as well. But thank you, because I think it's wonderful that, the first interaction that people have, it's a smiley face and a really kind sort of approach as well.
And I think that everyone else, well, all of us on the welcome desk have our own projects on the side as well. So I do the LLC Opportunities Bulletin, which is a careers newsletter for the students. And we're always like juggling different side projects while we're like answering the phone or replying to emails or, greeting people in person.
Yeah, you absolutely stretch over different teams, isn't it? Different areas of expertise as well. Sometimes you support us in the community partnership team. We're welcoming people or taking them to the actual room and venue at the events. So we're really, really grateful for our welcome desk colleagues. So thank you so much for everything you do. It's amazing. Shall we then move to our second question, Simon?
Yeah.
So, over your time at the Lifelong Learning Center, is there maybe a highlight or a memory that comes to mind is particularly meaningful? Probably more than one.
Yeah, I think that is the difficult thing about the question. And also, like, because of my role, there are less like big flashy events that kind of come to mind or like really significant moments. But I think one thing that I do really like about the role is I get to kind of see the whole student journey from kind of start to finish. So, it might start, someone calls us up, says, they're a single mum, their kid's just going to school now and they're interested in getting back into education. They might go for our advice service. They might need help applying for a foundation year, start studying a foundation year with us, then go on to a degree, and they'll be getting support from us for skills, from pastoral support. And then, I'm starting to get to the point now where people are going to be graduating this year, like who I'd started working with at the beginning, or, they're talking about like going on to masters and stuff. And so I'm getting to the point where I'm like seeing a full cohort going through basically at this point, which is really exciting. I do always just like those moments as well where it is just that initial phone call of someone who's just like, oh, I'm just interested in like exploring my options and I'm interested in coming back to university, and just being able to sort of reassure people and talk them through what advice we can provide, like, talking about different events, booking them up with a career advisor, and also just say like reassuring people that their situation isn't unique and lots of people are going through similar things that they are. I find those moments really, really nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you're right, that student journey and seeing the trajectory, isn't it, when it completes as well. It's fantastic. I've been in the Lifelong Learning Centre for about a year and a half and already started to sort of see the journeys of some people that approach us. Maybe, the very initial conversation is about impartial advising guidance. And then all of a sudden they are in the program and maybe become volunteers, our learning champions. It's amazing to see that trajectory. And maybe the level of confidence that the journey brings, isn't it?
I was thinking about that, yeah. How nervous some people can start out with, and like obviously a lot of people come in with a lot of self-doubt and a lot of like, am I meant to be here? And it's just like seeing their confidence build up over the months and years is really rewarding.
Yeah, I would agree absolutely, and it's wonderful, really nurturing and inspiring for us as well. Working on different aspects of the Lifelong Learning Centre program, services, and activities. Amazing. All right, then. I think this takes us to our third and final question, Simon, which is if you were to describe the Lifelong Learning Centre with 3 words, what words would you use and why?
Okay, so I've not got like a phrase or a sentence on its own, but I've got a few individual words which I hope don't sound too like buzzwordy, but I started out with like holistic and then radical and then service. And I was, as much as I think holistic might be thrown around a bit buzzwordy sometimes, I was thinking that going back to what I've been saying about both how we support people through the whole student journey, from outreach through, say, a foundation year, through their degree. We're also providing in-house services. I think everyone at the LLC has like a view of the entire student experience, rather than when you have like, sometimes you might have a department and everyone's just focused on teaching and they'll have like a separate service in a different building and they're not really communicating. And I think sometimes you lose something there, whereas we all just like work in the same, office, the same team. We're communicating. We've kind of got a view of the entire student experience. And I feel like people like take a lot of responsibility with that, which is cool. I used the word radical. I think I might be repeating myself here because, I think I use the word radical because we do things differently. We understand that people might not have had the best experience in school and might have had previous negative experiences with education. And we know that shouldn't be a barrier to them, progressing as an adult and being able to study what they want. And so we're focused on finding different routes, different opportunities, and while still being like really rigorous academically, we're always trying to find ways to give people that chance to kind of progress and study what they want, either for their career or for their own interest. And I also used the word service because I think everyone at the centre is really focused on service and serving the student experience and supporting students. for sort of similar reasons that I'd kind of listed above. Yeah, so they're all kind of like working around the same theme basically, but those
Yeah.
those are my three words.
No, thank you. And I think that sense of overview of the student journey and working really collaboratively and perhaps in a very integrated way is something that I also feel we definitely do or strive towards as much as possible. And I'm thinking about our recent all staff meeting where each team presents and updates on what is happening, and it really helps to sort of have again the full overview of what is going on across different departments within the center, but working together with a shared mission, vision, sense of purpose, and connecting the dots, because the journey starts perhaps again as an interaction with the welcome desk colleagues and then moves through the different teams, and working so collaboratively ultimately hopefully enhances the experience of our students or prospective students and customers as well, and everybody working as well. I think you feel like one cohesive team. Simon, thank you so much. That was the last question. Again, thank you for dedicating time. We really appreciate it. And just saying thank you to our listeners to tuning in today. I really hope you have enjoyed this episode and listening a little bit of Simon's experience and insights from the Lifelong Learning Centre. We will have more episodes coming up. So please do keep tuning in and keeping an eye out for those. And if you haven't had that chance, to check the previous episodes, then you'll find them on our social media platforms, on SoundCloud and YouTube as well. So we hope to perhaps see you soon at the Lifelong Learning Centre. Wishing you a very good rest of your day and week. And speak soon. Bye, everyone. Bye, Simon.
Bye-bye.